Welcome back to another episode of Off-Centered Holiday Edition.
Holidays.
Holidays.
Oh, look at that.
Celebrate. Wow. Everybody tuned in for is singing. Guys, how we doing? I haven't got like the border and everything set up for us. How we doing tonight?
I feel like I'm wearing a bullseye on my head.
Oh yeah, you kind of are.
Bullseye.
I got a big old candy cane down there in the corner.
Were we supposed to come dressed festively or decorated or?
Nah.
None of us did, so I think you're okay.
I decorated the stream for us, so we didn't
That's
have to
because usually I'm the only person that's festive. What the
Well, I'm not wearing pants.
Okay.
Thank you, Ham.
You got Christmas boxers on?
Rip and list, we are live.
Just these candy canes and jingle bells.
Shout out Kevin. We got to shout out Kevin Hawthorne, local legend down there in Lakeland, Florida, doing some amazing work for kids. For what is it? It's not Toys for Tots, but it's definitely like a toy run that they do, a giveaway that Kevin's a part of. So shout out to Kevin down there in Lakeland. Ham speaking to himself in chat. That's how dedicated.
Oh, I was talking to other people in chat that were waiting for you.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
We have to talk with the chat directly because you won't get to the comment for another 45 minutes.
All you have to do is just call out the person, the time. Yeah, Vintage Card Collector. Let's see if any of the guys are level-headed and do not overreact to the collector's Beckett news. There's been plenty of reaction / overreaction.
I wish people would have made some more content about it, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's got it right yet.
The flipping out. I wish I'd flipped out harder, frankly. I feel like I didn't flip out hard enough. And so there we go.
Did you hear Ham just throwing shade there? No one's gotten it right yet.
What did he say?
What Ham? Nobody's gotten
it right yet.
Nope. What right?
What's right?
How they're gonna rebuild Beckett into this grand poobah and resurrect the magazine and the Beckett forum and how everything's to be hunky dory.
So are you saying
Jeff Wilson says no more 9.5s? Just everybody just send your cards in. Everybody get to 10, get to pay for it. We're make $1 million real quick, and we're going to be doing great. We're on the rise. That's where we're at. We're on the rise. Beckett's on the rise.
Well, I'm guessing you're taking a contrarian viewpoint.
What a shock! It's on the right. Nah, you roll dice right now. I'm sure I'm going to win.
You know, I
know they're going to burn this damn thing down. They're going to sweep it up into a pile, and they're going to burn it again, and they're going to throw it in the ocean. That's what they're going to do.
All right, guys, catch me up here because I don't keep up with hobby news.
First off, I don't like how this like bow from this it looks like a set of balls like going right over my hair.
That's nice. That's going to be fun to edit this later.
Sorry, I know it's a family show, but I just got it's starting to bother me.
Is it a family show? It's 9.
Now all you need is the thumbnail picture shot.
Do I have a way to change this? Does this work?
Trump's talking right now. Nobody wants to listen to that. They record that. Don't worry about that.
How do I get rid of the?
We have some nice background wrapping paper now.
I know. What are you doing?
Yeah, I like that, but it still didn't take away the.
Yeah, you're just gonna have that. Oh, you got stocking now.
What the hell? Now I got like deer antler balls on my face.
That's what
Ham straight up under the deer now.
All right, let's keep going
right here, buddy.
Let's keep going.
He's a she, by the way.
What's this one? Welcome.
He's wearing fake antlers.
This is riveting content.
I'm just pressing buttons.
Whoa, we're all gone.
Whoa, you just went. You walled us.
Okay, how does this work? I'm just playing around with StreamYard on the fly while we're live. All right. All right, guys, where do we want to start? Steve, where the hell have you been? What's going on? What's happening?
Well, I've just been doing the normal everyday life, just not on camera. So, nothing's changed with me.
Still no video from 2 weeks.
No videos. Buying stuff. I bought a card this week. I bought some more autograph action figures. I bought some more Funko Pops.
You're buying the discount. You're buying the dip.
Buying stuff that's fun to me that I like. I'm collecting. I guess that's the best way to put it because a lot of this stuff I don't feel like has.
People actually collect stuff.
I'm buying stuff that's cool. I don't think it really has any long-term value, but it's stuff that I enjoy and stuff that speaks to me. You guys watch any of you guys watch Sons of Anarchy? These guys don't watch. They're not hard enough. But some of you guys in the chat probably watch Sons of Anarchy.
I don't like fake hard shows. That's nothing.
Oh, hey, I'm coming in.
So you like fake soft shows then?
I used to go to the biker bar. When
it's like? Yeah, it's like biker gang stuff.
Hey, your BMX doesn't count, man. When you used to ride that Huffy down,
I watched a man get stabbed in a bar.
Well, that doesn't. So you're automatically relating bikers and stabbings. That's
when I was 12. Yeah, that's right. That's how hard I was rolling.
You're profiling him.
Yeah, Simon. Simon, just to kind of answer Simon here, we can't say that we're not in negotiations, but we can't say that we are in negotiations with collectors. But there's nothing to report yet. We'll leave it at that.
So have we done?
Never tell us. He would just take the check for himself.
Have we done a live stream since the PSA 9s that have been converted into 10s that were bought?
That's like 8 stories ago. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I know. No. It only feels like it's that old.
I thought we
did.
Because I feel like
we missed that
last week.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, I think that is the biggest like black eye right now on the grading companies and the hobby. That to me is 100% like shitty. I know everybody's got different takes. I kind of saw the Jeff Wilson post on Instagram, so I don't watch his videos, but where he was talking about, do you really think a company worth this much money would risk their business for this much money? Yes.
Hold that thought, Steve.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
All right, we're back. Go ahead, Steve.
But anyway, and then like I said, I haven't seen a lot of your guys' take on that or your take on Jeff's take or anything. I just believe that it's gullible to completely push it to the side and think and use that as an excuse. You don't think that that's already the alibi or already the excuse that a company like PSA would have, if they were caught doing something like this.
Yeah, but do you think PSA did that on purpose? You think it was done on purpose? Like the big company was like,
I mean,
you know what? We can.
Do you think it's a one-off?
I don't know if it's a one-off, but
we already know it's happened more than one.
I don't think they met on it, and they were like, I think we could sneak this by.
Well, hold on. If you're unsure if it's a one-off, then you can't really say that we're going to try to sneak this by, because if it's more than a one-off, it's not a sneak by.
Somebody had to
you get what I'm saying?
I guess wrong information or put it out there.
I think they're trying. They clearly have a complicated kind of back end system where they're trying to have this really easy flow of great. What's that?
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop, but they want it to be you grade cards, you get an offer, you can also sell it, and they want all this to happen like instantly where you can make decisions. And to me, it's just one man's opinion, and I know that I'm not like. I'm partnered with PSA, but if it was some grand thing, then I would talk about it. But to me, this just is like back end tech stuff that just one side wasn't talking to the other. This is just my opinion. And they needed to fix it. It did get caught. They refunded everybody, and I'm confident they'll fix it. So I don't think that they really
meant. Were you aware that PSA will regrade cards? Now, we're aware that you can snap out, resend, and hope that they don't know that they're grading a card that they already graded, right? Which in most cases they don't, They
don't care. They don't care. But
were you aware that you could resend your slabbed PSA cards in? Or this is along the same lines. I don't know if people do this, but that they'll reevaluate a card that they've already graded and possibly cross it or bump it for you.
Yeah, they did that with a guy for 52 cards that went from 9 to 10s.
That's what I'm saying. I've sent in.
You have to pay for it.
I've sent in other slabs that they've never I don't even think they've looked at. Like I've sent in BGS 9.5s to see if they would cross them to PSA 10s. True gems, with all 9.5 subgrades. I've sent in SGC 10s. And in the beginning, I never busted them out of the slab on my own because I just figured they would look at it, disregard it, send it back. Why am I going to reevaluate a card that's in another company's slab and possibly either cross it? I mean, like I said, these were already gem mint graded cards by other companies. I was just hoping to get the PSA 10 on them for monetary value. But they've never – I'm like 0 for 5 on that. But I'll tell you what I'm probably 80% on is busting cards out of other slabs that aren't even graded 10s by the respected company that the slab's being busted out of, or cards being busted out of, and bumped to PSA 10s.
I've had wild success with that.
I've bought big BGS 9 cards.
Yeah, BGS 9s to PSA 10s.
I've bought BGS 9 cards that I've snapped that I've gotten PSA 10s. But I can't get a BGS 9.5. I'm like 0 for 4 on sending it in and getting it crossed slab, right? But I can bust out a 9, send it in raw, and get a 10.
Yeah.
So I like to say that I'm pretty, my evaluation of cards when I send them to get graded, I've probably graded more cards than some of the graders that work at PSA. So I'd like to say that I am somewhat knowledgeable because I get decent returns on when I used to sub. So that's why, I always question that. Are they just looking at my slab and they're be like, oh, the hell with this. We're not busting this out and reevaluating it. We're certainly not going to bump it. Especially with the backlog that they had and as much work as they were going through. But to then bump their own slabs for someone.
Yeah, well, I think wasn't the story something like there was 31 cards sent and there was 0 10s, and then they look back at it and there was like 14 10s or 11 10s or something. So, and I don't know the process as far as maybe Neo knows better than me, but if you want to have your cards re-looked at or whatever, I don't know exactly what the process is there. If you send that through customer service, I've never done that before.
How can you ever trust that again? Like just think about it. Like if I submit a lot of cards, so I got a lot of questions, and I've gotten a lot of cards back, and I've gotten a lot of cards back that I've questioned. I've been like, man, when I sent this in, this card really looked good. I thought it would 10, and it gets a 9. But I take my 9 and I live with it because at the end of the day, I know it's just another human doing it, and it's subjective opinion. And that's just the way that it is. You take your good, you take your bads when it comes to grading. But now I'm thinking to myself, how many cards did I get back as 9s that are long gone out of my inventory that might have been 10s?
Yep.
And how can I take 50 cards that I have in my closet right now, prepped, ready to go, and send them to PSA with any kind of confidence?
Yeah.
So where are you going to send them?
Did you see that super chat?
I'm not sending them anywhere, which then snowballs into my other question that I was
working on him
that I was having today.
Work on getting these antler nuts out of my face.
What do you think is the main motive of PSA buying Beckett? Just to consume the company? Do they want to resurrect the company? At the end of the day, is it because they're getting a lot of backlash recently, and the best thing for them to do is to buy their competition?
So you think they put together like $100 million deal in a week?
They make $100 million in a month.
Call Beckett. They're like, oh shit. Call Beckett, let's get it. Let's get it.
If they think it's a good business decision, if they think it's going to help their bottom line in the future.
You think they just came to this decision in a week because they got some blowback on social media?
No,
they're like, oh boy, we got to change the narrative. Let's spend $100 million on Beckett.
No. What I'm saying is that this could have been a thought. This could have been a thought. This could have been something that they were tossing around the idea, and this is what
straw that broke the camel's back.
Straw to break the camel's back.
Yeah,
I would be shocked that they would.
They bought SGC, right?
I think they bit off.
I'm not saying. I think this is just a happy coincidence.
They bought Peter to get rid of Peter.
I'm just saying they bought SGC.
They were just tired of Peter.
How long was the process in effect that when they bought SGC?
I mean, we don't know.
Okay, so how it could have been 2 weeks.
Big deals like this, I have to imagine, take a ton of time to figure out.
It takes 2 weeks for attorneys just to draw up the paperwork, let alone like negotiate anything. All right, hold on. We have
that's a crazy. You have some.
I don't know. John Gruden was signed overnight.
Hold that thought, Steve. Hold that thought. We've got a paradox wrapped in an enigma, if that's the saying. Viral moments, news, sports, and learn just dropped $50 in the super chat. I've been trying to process exactly what he means here, so we're gonna push this around a little bit.
Remember, we all get free drinks from Dustin here from this gentleman.
If a 2025 Honda is at a dealership that has been in business for 25 years and it's priced at $25K, is this like the Riddler? Do I have like the Riddler outside of my house? I'm about to get gassed. Why is it the same price at a dealership that's been in business for 4 years? Customers shouldn't pay more because of the name of the dealership.
I think he's basically saying, why does a PSA 10 sell for way more than a CGC 10? And this is, I get what he's going for here, but it's not that you're buying two different Hondas. It's that you're buying an Acura and a Honda.
Okay, well, that's one way to look at it. Ham, what would you say here? Or do you want a second to process, Steve?
I don't really care.
No,
I think
it's brand. It's like I said, it's brand name, and PSA is a different brand name. Than,
PSA is the
than
Acura. The
well,
Honda is
Beckett used to be Acura. That's the funny part. PSA was Honda. Yeah, whatever. Now they're not even that.
Beckett was Lexus, and now it's like Toyota Corolla. But anyway,
no shade on Hondas. I drive a Honda.
No shade on Honda.
2006 Honda Element with 235,000 miles.
Ethan, the Minecraft legend, yells at us in all caps, buy the card, not the grade. Like, we don't know that. Guys, we understand that shit. We're talking about grading companies.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
And we're talking about buying and selling. Buy the card, not the grade. If
that
it's for
phrase,
you.
But that phrase mainly refers to vintage anyway, not to modern. Most modern cards don't have that problem to begin with.
Right.
We're subject to some ding dong that sees a little dimple in it that's in the other 3 million cards printed that gives it an 8. Fine, if that's your problem. And sometimes they make exclusion for cards.
Again, this goes back, and like I said, my biggest thing was talking about the 9s to 10s. The fact that PSA bought Beckett, I don't necessarily really care.
I do. I just didn't want them to buy it.
How many cards have you submitted to Beckett in the last year, Ham?
1.
So then why do you care?
And it black labeled. They bought the black label to get it out of its way. They killed Peter. Now they're killing the black label.
I don't think they're going to do it. So I put out a video today.
Hold on. Why would you keep two brands
unless you're going
counterproductive to each other?
Unless Nat Turner went to Dr. Beckett's house after this deal and lied directly to his face. Now, of course, maybe the plans change in a year, maybe whatever. Who knows? But he went to Dr. Beckett's house, met with him, and Beckett said that laid out a plan for that brand. And then Beckett, of course, didn't say what that was. He's not going to say, but
I listened to it. Yeah.
I don't think that I don't think Beckett's the same as SGC in the way that people
think Matt had the same meeting with Peter.
Not in the same way. Not in the same way. No.
Yeah, he brought it in a box and said, "Pack your shit."
Yeah, I don't
like 8 months later.
And really, we're talking about, I don't know.
Actually, almost a year and a half later.
I guess the question is more of, did he have the meeting with Foreman? I don't know if he did. I have no idea.
I mean, having the meeting with Mr. Beckett, fine. I mean, it's not even his company. But what does that matter? We've already seen almost the same wording that they said to SGC. Why would we assume something different's going to happen? We're just stupid.
I think they're just two different brands, two different stories, both long-time brands, but different.
So you're gonna buy and own your competitor to yourself to sell more things in a different way for a hobby that's only relegated to like 2 or 3 companies now anyway.
One thing that Nat said when they did buy SGC the first time around is he said that there's a clear distinction that there are people that just will not use PSA and that will go and buy and will use SGC. And I think that he's going to have a little bit more attention on Beckett with this, because I think that there are just going to be people that just don't want to use PSA or SGC. They're going to be looking for something that's going to be, and I think that Beckett has got a distinct difference.
Beckett has way less market share than SGC did when they bought them.
Like, they're not going to pump tens of millions of dollars into Beckett. They're not going to pump in millions into Beckett, but I think that they will make it a lot more efficient.
Let me clear something up real quick before chat runs. I do, and you guys, because you guys got real defensive. I do not think that
I got real defensive.
I do not think that PSA closed this deal on Beckett in 2 weeks. I was just talking for the sake of argument. Like,
oh no, I know, I get it.
I'm not.
Well, keep that.
I understand how long it takes.
I don't think why would you keep that brand around? Nobody's going to say, oh, I'm not going to submit to PSA. I'll submit to Beckett. Well, it's owned by PSA. Well, screw that. I don't want to give him any of my money.
Steve, how do you feel about the Luka Doncic Lakers trade? Let's talk about that next.
I don't know I don't know anybody's records in the NBA right now. I don't watch.
Luka's like averaging 35 points a game.
Oh, is he? Okay. Didn't he do that before? He'll
think
be
it was like
hurt.
28.
He'll be hurt. By
I
12
do
months.
think there is a, if you told me to pick between Beckett and SGC and which one still exists in 5 years, I would definitely say Beckett. I do think there's at least some modicum of chance that they do hang around. I think it's slightly more likely than SGC, but as I've said in multiple videos, they're going to need to show us because they told us with SGC and we saw what happened. So we actually need to see them do things with Beckett over the next, let's say by the 2026 National. Like, have they done anything, or is it just everything's the same? Then we're going to know.
And
Like, if we see things change over the next 6 months, then we know that they're actually looking to make some changes with Beckett, because that's something they took over SGC and promised us all that stuff and literally did nothing. They did not one single thing with them. So if all of a sudden Beckett starts getting new features, they get this thing cleaned up, they get that thing cleaned up, then that's a tell that they are actually serious about doing something with them. Until that happens, everyone's going to run with it's SGC 2.0 because they've showed us once already. So it's the whole fool me once thing.
Well, okay, so SGC had kind of carved out his little niche within the vintage side, but PSA was also still up there when it came to pricing of vintage and grading of vintage. Like, it was still highly respected. It's not like SGC was the vintage thing. It's just that's what it was most popular for within itself. And now with Beckett, we also know that there's cards that we would specifically send to Beckett over PSA. At least I would, right?
Yeah.
Patch autos, thicker cards, flawless stuff.
Things you want the subgrades on.
Right.
To bump
I'm
it.
sure, you
Black
know,
label chasers and TCG.
right. And the stuff we like, the
All
stuff that we
options.
like to mag up, like Neo, your Undertaker Kane, soon to be my Undertaker Kane card. It's that's in a mag.
That'll never
right?
be graded. That card
That's
will
not
never
graded.
be graded.
But I'm just saying, if you wanted to have it graded just because you wanted it sealed, or if you wanted to have the autograph graded or authenticated or something, just to say, 20 years down the road, you would probably, that would probably be a BGS card for you, to be fair.
I would actually probably CGC it.
Well, CGC, that's another one too. And I've sent some of my stuff to CGC for personal reasons. And again, because I guess that is a PC card for you. But yeah, I sent
PC. I'm sending it to CGC.
Yeah, which is what I've done with my most recent 2 submissions that you guys at Comic-Con. I submitted 2 cards of CGC because they were for PC, and they're by far the superior slab and look and everything in my mind. But just not the secondary market value, which brings me to secondary market value. I asked this question a couple weeks ago on here, and I never really got a straight up answer, and I didn't look much into it. But and this is on Ultra Modern, just strictly Ultra Modern. What is the spread on a PSA 10 now from a raw card? Are we only looking 2x? Are we looking 2.5x? We're no longer looking like 10x.
Yeah. 2 and 2.5.
Yeah.
It's more to it. It's basically 2 to 3 depending on the card.
Right.
So it's so that's 2 to 3. Like, there's not even like a real big gap now. Remember, the gap used to be PSA, SGC, Beckett.
Well, and it depends too, Steve. Like,
There's still a pretty big
like,
gap though, because it's like there's like a 30% difference in Ultra Modern on a PSA 10 to like an SGC 10 or a CGC 10.
Like, a weird example on that too is like that Silver Prism Caitlin Clark, where it's like a 9% gem rate, to where if you gem it, it's like a $2,500 card and they're $300 raw. All day.
Right. Some Ultra Modern is going to be like the old stuff. It's going to be harder to do.
Some of it. Yeah, some of it.
But we're also talking outliers. I'm talking about stuff that's high
Just your
pop.
average stuff.
Yeah, your average high pop stuff that you want to grade it because you can get a flip on it if it grades 10. If the margin is 2 to 2.5x on a PSA right now on that type of stuff, what is the margin on it, or the swing on an SGC or a Beckett? Beckett, that stuff just doesn't go to Beckett. I don't think the Beckett slab even looks right on a.
You also got to remember, it's harder to also tin a PSA card now, so you also have less percentage of even getting a 10.
So
how does factor that in as well?
So how
You
is
get
it
into the
harder
whole
to
battle
tell?
of what subgrades did it get?
Because they
which is
changed
more
their
of a
grading
problem.
scale. That's why everybody's been complaining about all these cars coming back 9s and 8s.
Yeah, but apparently all you got to do is complain and send them back in, and they'll.
Oh no,
they'll
yeah.
staff the order
Digitally,
to
they'll
10.
just change the number, and then they'll make sure that you got the 10 that you already had waiting for you, just in case.
You just got to pay twice to get it.
Yeah.
A bigger question I have is because just going the bigger part of me being surprised about this is that Beckett was actually sold in the first place. I thought there was going to be so many hoops to jump through. Everyone always talks about that, the guys, and it got legal trouble and it's owned by these different companies and this and that and whatever. How do you get to it? And I'm really curious, did Nat and those guys have like some sort of inroad to make that happen, or was there a bidding war for it behind the scenes?
As soon as they moved to collectivists last year, that cleared the path for them to be easier to sell.
So then you think they were taking bids at that point?
Well, the owner of the company couldn't liquidate the company when he was going to last year because of some legal stuff that had came up, and then ended up he's paying back his debt, and that's why he sold Beckett.
Right.
It was also a timing thing. If you go back to Sports Card Professor's video from yesterday, Ziggy called in and actually had the details.
He's going to freak out on you because you said, did you just say Sports Card Professor? Because that's a different channel, Ham.
Whatever the professor, whatever his name is.
He's got a
little guy in the chair with the beanie thing on, talks into the mic. But they were on there. But Ziggy was talking about he was working with the company trying to buy Beckett a year ago, and was able to give the details on why that did not go through. So if you get a chance, there's
a question. There's a hot take / question.
Well, if Ziggy said it must be true, Ham. I've learned that.
Yeah, I'd like to see
just,
it.
I want to
just go back and watch the damn thing.
At 9:27. I want
Hey
to bounce the
now,
question
hey
back.
now,
hey there.
I don't have that high pitched voice like
I want to
Professor has.
I want to bounce a question back at Pro Styles at 9:27.
All right. And my bad, Professor, if you do watch this, I wasn't trying to mock you.
No, we're messing around.
927. Which one?
Well, he's looking for that. I do think that there is a case that, so if you wanted to paint the picture of do they keep SGC and Beckett around, I think the case is that they do keep SGC as this boutique grader that all they do is basically just focus in on vintage. And then the Beckett play would be
Only
black label TCG and like thicker cards, and that would be like the main niche. Like Beckett does get some stuff. I've dug into the numbers before with gem rate. They do have good market share on some TCGs that PSA doesn't. Like One Piece is huge with Beckett. Like percentage wise, a big part of their TCG volume.
So let's
is
say
One Piece.
they do keep them all around. Do they put PSA somewhere on the label?
No,
like Beckett by PSA on the back.
PSA is very protective of their brand, and they're not going to.
Well, this is where
because at the end of the day,
this is where I have the issue. Why would they keep another brand around to confuse people? Obviously, that aren't,
because if they're only grading 20,000 cards a month and they're grading 3 million, who cares?
Because at the end of the day, it's collector's universe. Okay.
Yeah. Well, their name's not on the slab.
Exactly. Their name's not even on a PSA slab. So that's they're the parent company.
We've seen PSA rebrand WADA. They started grading comic books. They just went and bought Beckett, who I believe had one of the largest comic book or magazine grading individuals in the hobby.
Back CBCS is a joke of a grading company.
Well, now them adding the Beckett autograph authentication team is huge.
That's what it is. The authentication. I'm sorry. That's what it is.
Part is huge.
That's actually probably the biggest part of this deal that most people aren't talking about.
100%.
The autograph.
I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Oh, my bad.
Let's go to this one here. Super chat from David Snyder, $4.99. Neo, are you skeptical of Fleer 89 BBC wrap box with codes? Do you have a fave slab in your PC?
The second question would take too long for me to figure out. The first one, I'm skeptical of any old wax.
Anything high value, $5,000 or higher.
Anything that can easily be CT scanned.
I'm skeptical of everything in this hobby now.
I constantly see these people listing SPX, early SPX boxes with Jordan autos and stuff like LeBron and Kobe, and they keep popping up one after another and selling. I'm just like, they're scanning these and just kind of fishing them out from a case one after another. Is all they're doing. Like I wish there was a way you could like hit it with like a one of those things that read radiation to see if it's been in radiation. That way you can just say, hey, has this been scanned? And they say no, and you get it, and you put the Geiger counter on it. And
okay, anyway, I didn't get to go back to the question of that Pro Styles had put up where he was talking about a hot take about PSA. You pulled it up, but then you bounced it for the super chat.
All right,
Super chat.
here we go.
Okay, he just said, here's a hot take. As soon as PSA updates their label to be more appealing, the conversation ends. Here's the thing, though. What happens to the millions and millions and millions and millions of cards out there already graded when they change their label? What happens to that old label? Do they become less desirable? Does nobody want the old PSA label anymore? And now we got to regrade everything again? Like, what happens?
Well, they already don't like the previous PSA label.
Yeah,
to
the one
new
that doesn't
because the gradings changed.
Or the one that doesn't have the lighthouse on it or whatever, and the little PSA foil stamp, the OG PSA labels. So, yeah, what I'm saying is I think that is a bigger problem. If you create a new label, you probably create more problem than you solve.
Wasn't the biggest complaint too related to the registry and people wanting everything to be the same, and they don't even care about the registry, it seems like, anymore. Kind of gone to the wayside for that group, PSA.
I just think it's a back burner thing for them.
Well, I mean, it used to be a big deal and part of people having the memberships and everything, and now people are canceling their memberships and they're just feeling like we can't grade bulk anymore. We can't grade our old cards like we used to. They've kind of just turned away from that group of people that was their staple for so long. That's why all these old-time collectors are all pissed off.
Everyone wants to whine and cry about PSA, but if they ever clear the backlog, as soon as they offer $15, $10 grading again, whatever,
never happen. Won't never happen.
I literally said that in the Discord today. It's like
but they'll never do it.
If they have 45,
100% see $15 special for sports at some point.
Yeah, it'll happen. But look, I mean,
2026 or
if they get their backlog cleared.
I think in 2026. Look, if their turnaround time was 45 days for bulk, there would be no talk of anything. I really don't think that. I don't think there would be any sort of talk about it. If you could get your cards back in 40, 45 days, like how it was, like a year and a half ago, it was really smooth.
I just looked at this because I was looking at my old PSA submissions. I sent stuff in last November for like bulk specials that I got back in like 40 business days.
Yeah.
PSA, right? Yeah, I sent in bulk through GameStop that I got back in a month.
I'm talking myself on my own, like last year for baseball specials and stuff. I'll find it. I have it pulled up right here.
You guys think so? A lot of people have been talking about
September MLB grading special delivered to PSA on September 9th. I had the cards back in hand October 17th.
I must have had a sub like right around the same time because it was
that was all ultra modern, right?
Yeah, ultra modern baseball.
Yeah, anything that's not going to be hard to grade. Yeah, send in a bulk of 1970 cards.
That's not what we're talking about, Cohan. That's not what they're grading 2 million of a month.
Okay.
I don't think that's what's backlogging them. I think it's the ultra modern that's backlogging
It's
them.
Pokemon that's backlogging them.
Mm-hmm. Well, from one guy said they love grading Pokemon.
Wow, PSA
really quick at it.
submissions. Jeez, got hosed on this order.
You should. Well, is it you or them?
Always them.
I mean,
it's never
my last submissions went in before the national. I remember sending in submissions around March and April.
I mean, here's another one. I sent a submission December on Christmas Eve of 2024. It got checked in, and I had the cards back February 3rd, 2025. That wasn't.
It was a whole year later.
Yep.
What's the difference?
Yeah, took it all into the next year.
Well, the difference is they've done a million integrations. They have a million different ways to take in cards now, and now I think they're going to take 2026 and just get caught up and just get it. I know it's going to happen. I'm confident that it's going to happen. They're going to focus heavily on just getting things moving through.
But are they going to get caught up because less people are actually trying to grade?
No, I don't think so. I don't think the 2020. And look, if that does happen,
everybody on the screen who's sent anything to PSA in the last 3 months.
Ham, if they have an issue where they're not getting enough cards, all they have to do is drop it $2 a card. All they have to do is throw a special out there, and that'll solve that problem. If they need
for all the breakers and stuff, yeah,
that's all they have to do. All right, Neo, another one from David Snyder. Neo, the PSA DFW Submission Center would rock. GameStop headquarters here. Hope Dallas gets a big grading center quick turnaround. Okay, that was more of a statement than a question, but we got it up here. And I
hope so too. I hope so too.
Well,
they already have an office in Dallas, Fort Worth.
David Snyder threw in a $4.99 super chat, so we got to throw it up there.
Yeah, I appreciate the super chat.
Professor is more annoying than Dustin's ads. Take that to the bank. Thank you, Sports Mike 2. Appreciate you. They talk a lot of trash, but at the end of the day, we're here for you. We are here for you, my friends.
Wes Dub, what do you do that you send hundreds to PSA every week?
He's a group submitter.
And also,
he's not a collector. Okay.
Let me just go back. One
everybody
second,
in
Ham.
the hobby. Okay.
One second. Let me just point something out here too, because we said right here we've got Dustin's ads, and there's a lot of talk about Dustin's ads here on my channel. Professor is now sponsored, has a membership program.
Who's he sponsored by?
He's sponsored by CIA Auctions.
Oh, okay.
And Card Ladder.
And is it Card Ladder now too, or is he still working on that?
I don't know. I just like giving him shit that he's paid by Matt Turner.
Sellout.
And he's got merch. This dude's like he's fully monetized. I don't want to hear a damn word about sponsored content. I
thoroughly enjoy going on his lives, and he gives me shit about PSA, and then I could just throw out the only one of us is paid by Nat Turner, and it's not
all
me.
I heard for months was sponsored content is trash, and they sold out. And then Homeboys literally got T-shirts made on top of a membership program and sponsorships. So
you're just jealous that he got a T-shirt out before you.
I got to get my T-shirts up.
I once knew this. I once knew this content creator that came in and he built up a big following really quickly, and a lot of people liked him. They liked his personality and his entertainment and his video quality. And he built up a big following, and he created a Discord, and he got everybody to come into his Discord. And then once he locked everybody into the Discord, he said, "It's now going to cost you to be in my Discord." Monthly subscription.
I know the story now. Okay.
His name was Justin Gamble.
Man, I haven't seen any Justin Gamble content in a while. Hasn't popped up on my feed. I think I'm still subscribed though.
He's trying to scam something else right now.
That's what happens when you build up a following and then you turn on them and try to make money off of them.
We want to announce the Off-Center Discord. It's only $29.99 a month, but we will be there.
No, it's only 25 cents a day.
Yeah, to feed 4 grown men.
Exactly.
Wasn't that one Discord card guy making like $3 million a year or something off Discord fees?
Was it for sports cards or something else?
Yeah, sports cards. It was the guy that got sued. I forget which one it is, so I don't want to throw a name out there because I don't remember which one it is.
I have no idea.
ASMR people. He says he finds it funny that people think vintage is harder to grade than modern. On vintage, you actually have something to grade. On modern, I have no idea how to tell the 9 between a 10. It may not necessarily be harder to grade. It takes longer to grade.
I think there's more nuances to grading a vintage card than there is a modern card.
Yeah,
there's way more factors.
But once you get to mid to low grade vintage, your cards can look completely different. You can have 2 3s, 2 4s that look completely different.
I just feel like when they get a vintage card in their hand, they're like, "Oh, we got to really look over this one," because there's more.
There's a lot more to look for. You're going to find more wrinkles, more creases, more frays. The centering is going to be worse.
Or you can miss stuff more as well. Correct. Yep.
It does crack me up when you see like a PSA 5 Ultra Modern that has like 1 crease on the back and it gets a 5, and then you see like a vintage PSA 5 and it's like beat to shit. Like,
the PSA 8 has the crease.
Yeah.
There's like 8 creases on it. All the 4 corners are round. It's like off centered. And it's got like a PSA 3, and then you see like a silver prism and a PSA 3, and it's got like 1 little crease on the back. It's like,
Ham, GST Warriors 5 just threw an uppercut at you in the chat.
That's what he missed, so it's okay.
He's not a bitter child. He's a bitter man.
I'm a bitter man, but yeah, it's barf.
Ham hasn't had any bad takes for a while. Give him some time.
Hold on, somebody had a question about why wouldn't they change the PSA, like right here, the one you went by, MB LU6FS 938.
And then we'll come back to Quinn Ewers for you.
Right, he said why
that's the quarterback?
Not that one.
Oh, which one?
938, same person.
Okay. Hold on, I'm coming there.
Tick, 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 tick.
Where
name on the left hand
after
side
years of this show, he would have figured this out by now.
I'm going to think he's referring to. I'm going to think he's referring to the fact that we were talking about a possible label change, or somebody brought up a label. This is not something that's rumored. I don't know if there's a label change in the works or anything or not. This is just general discussion.
I think it would benefit them.
But I don't. How so, Ham?
I just Nobody
You
cares.
can't just say I just.
Nobody likes
Why?
PSA's label.
So real quick, the reason
Yeah,
why
but
they're
hold
not,
on. But
the reason why
I
they're
don't
hold on,
like it.
Steve, the reason why they're not going to do a label change, a major one, is because their comic book grading and their video game grading is exactly the same as their card grading, and they want it to be uniform. But go ahead, Steve.
It'll
But here's the
always
thing.
be a red border.
I just
with
want to
a
know
red
why
background.
Ham. I want to know why Ham thinks it would benefit him.
Because that's one of the things that people
is it
complain
gonna
the
get
most
them
about
more-
outside of grading.
But they still grade with them. It doesn't matter.
So why
label,
did
people
you
don't
say
give a
you
shit
like the
about.
CGC slab? Just go ahead, say it again.
For my PC
But
I
why do you
the
like it
slab,
better?
not the label. The
You know
slab's
what?
more
You said
clear.
earlier you said you like the label. You said the slab and the label.
I like everything about CGC altogether, including the grading better.
That's what I'm saying. So what do you like about PSA?
It sells for more.
Secondary
Okay.
market.
Oh wait, you just asked me to give you why the label's not good, and you didn't even bring it up why it was great. It's not.
I'm
great.
sending
It
my.
doesn't
card-
matter.
I'm
I
sending
know.
my
I was
grading.
just telling you what he asked. Why?
What I'm saying is, PSA is already number one. They're
Ham,
already number one.
Beckett
And
used
they
to
were-
be number one too.
Keep
if they were
pushing.
looking,
Ham.
if they were looking for a way to to get a lot more business because they had competitors, which
You
they
buy out the
bought
other
all,
company, and then
and
they got to
stuff
give
like-
everything to
But
you.
what I'm
Yeah, that's how
saying
it
is,
works.
I think a label change does them more harm than it does good. At some point, you got to find the balance between your revenue margin and not pissing
Super
off
high.
not pissing off your customers.
They don't care about pissing us off. What have they done to make you happy?
You don't think that lots of people would be upset if PSA came out with a new label? All the people that have paid for
Everybody's
the old label?
upset about PSA anyway. All that's right now about everything that's going on. It's just been slowly down. This is what's been going on.
It's
And
just a
guess
what?
what?
flash
If
They're
their
gonna keep
label was
grading
not
somebody
worth
like
more,
everybody's-
nobody would give a shit
It's
about
just
it.
a flash
Right.
wound, Ham. It's just a flash
Their
wound.
label,
It is.
their
You're right,
label,
it is. I
right?
agree.
Their label's worth more. That's the only reason people grade with them. But you could flip that around,
It's the hobby's fault. I get that.
right? You could flip that
The
around. You
problem
can
with
be
the
like,
hobby is when COVID hit and everybody came in, that's what got adopted as the main thing because the rest of their brands outside of SGC actually pushing, which then got bought out. Beckett never had anybody do that because Beckett could have easily rose during that time as well. All right. But obviously their leader was in jail and he's worried about having to pay off his debts to not stay on house
but
arrest the rest of his life.
Beckett was always flawed because they had a 9.5 that nobody liked.
Everybody
Okay.
likes subgrades and everybody likes 9.5s. Everybody
Until
has
they get 'em.
0.5, just not a 9.5.
Until they have them in their collection, till
But
they
the-
get
or-
them.
And then they get a PSA 8 and they'd rather have a 9.5.
They like
every
them
day
when
of
they
the
can. They like them when they can take a card that has a very small flaw on it and submit it to BGS and still get a gem mint on the label.
Mhm.
Because that's what everybody does with cards, one of ones, and that's why the
That's
thick
their
cards.
grading scale. And this
That's
is why
why
I think
the
we need a
thick cards
universal
go there.
grading scale.
Because a card that you're going to send to PSA, like a flawless thick.
What is
stock
this?
Card.
What is the secret to grading cards that everybody has to keep to their own company?
I knew we could get
There's
some
only
bad takes out of Ham before the night was over.
Keep
I'm
pushing,
just saying,
boys. Keep pushing.
It's the gem mint. It's the gem mint that's important, right?
Yeah.
Once you get past the 10 part, because you would still rather for it to say 9.5 gem mint than 9 mint. So that's where the soft spot has been for BGS on cards that people don't think are going to PSA 10, that are low print run, golds out of 10. You see all the stuff the big influencers grade. They send them to Beckett or at least do raw card review with Beckett for a reason. Because there's margins to be made on the 9.5.
Oh, I
more
agree.
so
I
than
agree
if
with
it
you.
nines. And more than likely, these types of cards are not going to 10. But they can still get the gem mint title on it, even though it has that 9.5. But at the end of the day, everybody would rather look at a 10.
Because we buy the grade, not the card.
That's why BGS 10s would hold a premium at one point.
Viral Moments thinks there's going to be a bigger fish that comes in and swallows up collectors in less than 3 years.
I wouldn't be
I
surprised if they're building this to sell it.
Of course they are. I can't tell you how many times in comments years ago I would have to explain BGS 9.5s to people. People just did not understand, like min gem, true gem, min gem plus, true gem plus.
I agree. It's
Like,
very
people just
confusing.
didn't get
It's
it, and
simplicity.
that's why Beckett died.
People like simplicity. Just like SGC started in with the 9.5 mint plus. They thought that would be a safety net. Okay, well, there's a safety net between the 9 and the 10, but people still want that 10. The 9.5 didn't even hold as much value as a 9 for a PSA.
Yeah.
CGC started the same thing, but they realized quickly that this doesn't work. and they removed that grade.
Yeah. I mean, even Beckett, they came close to pivoting and they screwed that up. They should have went through with that.
Yeah.
But
I got to
saw
admit
that image.
There's something about just an SGC 9.5 that's just not appealing at all. It's that
no one knows
SGC
what to do with
9.5
it.
is tough.
It's
Yeah.
okay to go to bed, Wesley. You can go to bed. Just like and subscribe.
I don't think
things.
CGC should have a 9.
There you
CGC
go.
has a 9.5 grade too, and I think it was a mistake.
I feel like BGS is the only one that can really have a solid 9.5 because of their history, the subgrades they have attached to it. It works. I like the BGS 9.5.
Now,
I like
if you wanted the most accurate scale, having a 9.5 makes sense. But if you actually want people to grade cards with you, having a 9.5 is stupid. It just depends what you want.
Bushleggers does make a good point also. He says SGC and Beckett seems like they survived off loyalty for a long time, which is kind of a thing because you figure Beckett, the word Beckett means a lot more to us guys who have been around the hobby since we were looking at the magazine back in the day than it does to people coming in the hobby now that are younger and don't even know what Beckett magazine is. Like, to them, the Beckett doesn't hold any prestige. They know Beckett as simply a second or third, tier when it comes to grading. They don't know them as Beckett, the gospel of the hobby back, in the late 80s, early 90s when we were all collecting big time. So that word holds a little bit more value, at least nostalgia value, and a little bit of even maybe sentimental value with us than it does. And also SGC, SGC has been grading cards just as long as PSA. But if you're not around back then, you don't realize that.
I have a question for you all. I thought about this with kind of what you said, Ham. I think it's true. It's just like grading as a whole, the sentiment around it right now is kind of like blah. Like people are like, I just don't know if I'm going to grade right now. Do you think, because I was looking at raw cards on eBay to buy, I'm speculating on a player I'm not going to disclose today, but I will disclose in a later episode, probably on the next one. But do you think there will be more nice looking cards on eBay that are ready to roll, that are gradable, but people just don't want to bother with it? But do you think just because, maybe people are like, you know what, I'm not going to grade right now. I'm just going to sell these raw. Exactly what Perk is talking about right here. But that tells me that there might be some really nice cards that are on eBay. Because a lot of times you think like, oh God, I'm going to buy this on eBay and there's going to be a damn, a surface dent on it that I can't see.
The problem is getting past the point of like, you go to a show and you see a nice card and it's not graded. And what's the first thing you think of? What's wrong with it? What's
wrong with it? But that's my point. Is there just a sentiment change where people are more like, you know what? I'm just going to put it in a mag, or I'm just going to, I'll just sell it raw or whatever.
The average guy. So if you see an eBay seller and he maybe has 100, 200, 300, 500 sales,
right,
versus a guy that has 25,000, I wouldn't buy a raw card from that guy more than likely, unless I just want the card. But to try to flip, I'd be looking for a smaller account that maybe got something in a break or busted it themselves, that they're not willing to even take that chance. They don't want to deal with it. They're just trying to move a card. Then yes, I would target those things.
I'd be curious what chat thinks on that. Are we going to see maybe a little bit of a reduction in sports card grading in 2026? If we're talking about like, you know what, maybe people just grade less. I don't know if that's going to be the case.
A reduction in individual submitters, but not in cards graded. Someone, even though the four of us might not want to buy that raw card to submit it, someone standing behind us will.
Correct.
Okay.
My thing was earlier is yes, PSA is still getting a whole bunch of cards to grade, but it's not from regular people anymore.
You know who I would ask?
The ecosystem that was created.
Wes was in chat. And Wes is literally at a card store that does PSA submissions.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Has Wes seen any sort of drop off, or does he think that I'd like to hear his thoughts on that.
Bryant still sends hundreds of cards a week too, but
Brian he's still doing it.
Yeah, but he's also doing it at a different level for a different reason. It's not because you're grading a card because you want to see how it grades and keep a card. It's always just it's a business. And
is he a group sub, or is he doing them for his own business?
He does it. It's a group sub, but it's not a group sub deal because they don't even offer that to him. Even though he does plenty. Even KK barely is even hanging on to his group sub, and he was the second leading group submitter in Florida, and they're getting ready to pull that from him with the rates, because it's easy to make money. They don't have to give you a deal anymore.
Wes answered you, Justin.
What's that?
Wes answered you at 951.
Oh Lord, I'm at 940. He's hustling.
I feel like real quick. I feel like as quality control continues to plummet within some of the manufacturers and their cards, which is Panini was terrible this year. And I don't know how Fanatics will be going forward. Maybe they'll be good. But as quality control suffers on Ultra Modern, and as the price disparity between a raw card and a PSA 10 draws back, it will cause less people to grade. Will it be enough to really affect numbers? I can't say that, but I can tell you right now, as somebody who was graded 200 plus cards this year, I don't plan on grading anything next year. Now, I'm just one person. That's my 200 cards. And I'm little. I'm small. I'm small fish. They're not going to miss my 200 cards.
But Steve has a high gem. Steve has always gotten a high gem rate on his cards. So that's 200 cards that will be sitting on eBay that Steve did not buy. Go ahead.
But
because he has the influencer account flag.
And who knows? My mindset could change. But as of right now, that's my mentality. So, if there's anybody else out there, I would think that I'm not the only person thinking this way. There may not be a lot of people thinking this way, but if I'm somebody that if I'm just a normal everyday, flipping cards is not my 9 to 5. Just somebody that casually submits 200 or so cards a year, and I'm deciding not to do it anymore. How many other people out there? It's to me, it was a side hustle where I made money. It's not really worth it anymore because of the risk of buying your raw cards with quality control conditions and not getting your returns back because your 10s aren't saving your order, right? You could have a bad order. You could send in 10 cards, and if 5 or 6 of them, 8 or 9, and the rest 10, it's going to save your order because of the spread between a raw card and a 10. But if that's smaller now, your margin for error has gone away, and your margin for profit is gone away.
ASMR nailed it with a comment earlier that if PSA ever drops in submissions, they'll just adjust the price to fill it back up again.
Yep.
Like they have those levers they can pull. They raise the price when they don't want cards coming in, and then the second they need to fill 2 million cards per month, they'll just lower the price a couple bucks and they'll get flooded. They know exactly what they're doing. They're not stupid.
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah. But if the price of cards, because you got to have cards to grade, you just can't send in a piece of paper. I guess you could, but I mean, you can't just send in nothing. You got to have stuff. People got to have inventory to send in.
There's so many
new have inventory to sell too.
There's a new product that comes out every week.
You're going to see more product next year than you've ever seen before in your entire life. As soon as they have football, they have all this basketball that's getting ready to come out. They have all these other sports and all these other ventures they're doing with different TCG type or IPs. Next year will be the most cards probably ever printed in 1 year. Bar none.
Yeah, I mean,
so many things to grade.
Is never
PSA will never. That's why I think PSA will never catch up. It's because there's going to be more and more and more, and all these people have to stay afloat, and they got to sell graded cards. They got to put graded cards.
Okay.
Ecosystem that's
so name a product. Name a product. Okay, Phoenix, NFL Phoenix, mid tier, lower tier product, right?
Doing very well this year.
At one point, it was viable. At one point, it was viable to buy and grade that stuff. Is it now? Like, what is your margin on buying? Okay, so name a rookie quarterback. Name somebody from last year. If you buy a Drake May Phoenix card, right? Raw, what's the raw card value on that as opposed to a PSA 10?
$10. Probably $10.
Right. So what's a PSA 10 selling for?
Probably 90.
What's your grading fee?
I don't know what's PSA. I don't know. I don't grade cards.
I'm just asking. Like,
25.
Was it 30 bucks?
$25.
What is it? The grade through GameStop? $20.
I don't know.
You use GameStop, Steve. How much do they charge you?
Yeah, but I haven't used them since
their prices haven't changed.
He don't look at the bill.
It's like $20. It's like $20 then. Then it's like $20.
Well, if you spend 10 and you're in 20 for grading 30, 35, whatever, if you can, granted, you have to gem them.
Got to get a 10. Otherwise, yeah.
But if you gem it, it's 2.5x.
So he says it's 90. If you gem it, then you gotta
I'm assuming 90. It might be 60.
Your eBay fees. Yeah, I don't know if it's 90 or not, but again,
maybe you get 130.
Okay.
Then you get your eBay's fees and stuff like that. So,
or you sell it at a show.
So where's your risk reward? You know, you look at your risk reward. So when you say there's new product and stuff coming out every day, I understand that they're constantly pumping out product. people are complaining how expensive the product actually is. But it doesn't mean every product that they put out is viable to be graded.
But even with Tops Now, people grade the crap out of Tops Now. And I'm waiting for that just to go direct to grading.
Yeah, but do they grade all Tops Now, or do they grade Tops Now that's like important Tops Now / numbered / parallel Tops Now? Are people just still grading raw prisms? Are people just buying base prisms and still grading them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are.
In like football and stuff?
Oh yeah.
I mean, for
wait till Topps Chrome football comes out next year.
Drake May is a perfect example of like just the base.
Here you go, Steve. A Drake May Phoenix base raw is $2, and a PSA 10 it's $90.
Boof. Damn. Hey, somebody please answer Brad.
I'm looking at it right now.
Shout out Brad Noble.
You can buy so you can buy base.
Steve's about to jump off. Steve's
no, I'm just asking that question.
Steve is coming back.
I'm like, because people are talking but people
I'm looking at it right now. Drake May card 179 Phoenix PSA 10 $90. Buy it now.
But
sold
is it sold
on December 6th. Make sure that's a base. Yeah, there's nothing else. Yep, just a base Drake May PSA 10.
Let's see who's got balls. Come join.
Steve just said, "I'm not." Steve's like, Steve's like, "I'm not grading cards in 2026." 5 minutes later, I'm sending 300 cards.
December 1st.
Join my crew. You take the card and put it in the sleeve.
Come on, our live stream's already bad enough. What's he say? Somebody says buy it now isn't sold. Good point, Samuel Lawrence Collectibles. So it's somebody
listing bin, not listed for 90. That's sold for 90.
All right,
no,
I'm not new. I know how to look at the sold listings page and not the regular.
I can move on.
This isn't the sports card nonsense Facebook page.
So I can move on with
it a buy it now or was it an auction though?
The buy it now. Someone binned it for $90.
So I can move on with
that's the person who owns it binned it.
What's going on with the Chantilly show, Neo?
I have no idea. I don't live in Washington.
Brad, well, you're at every show. You literally go to 3 shows a weekend. All right, we don't.
Sorry, that radical topic change just come from out of nowhere.
Well, because I'm just trying to answer
Brad's question.
I've been trying to answer Brad.
You're so we're in the middle of like a discussion on something, and then you just throw out like a topic from
because I'm trying to move through chat, and I thought it was, and it's Brad. It's Brad.
Who's GST Warriors 5? Anybody know who GST Warriors 5 is?
I don't know, but he's taking shots at him.
He took a shot at me too. Oh, so he's just a shot taker. I see. He's a good Golden State Warriors, so yeah, shot taker.
Yeah, they suck. Remember 2016, buddy? Get the F out of here. No, I see. I'm just.
I don't know who it is. It's got everybody's names up here differently now.
Ham with a terrible take.
Whatever.
Here's another one that sold. PC Sports Cards, $91 on bids.
Damn.
Drake May PSA 10 base. And that was like a month ago. That was before he got hot.
Can you find a CGC 10?
He's been hot all year.
Can you find a CGC 10 comparison?
No one actually grades cards people want with CGC.
Merp. Topics and debate.
Here's a bad one for you. A Drake May Phoenix out of 125, so numbered, sold for $60.
Yeah, see?
Steve's like,
man. You got some skewed. I
told you.
Man, this is worse than the guys at the sports card investor booth pricing their cards with Card Ladder. I have that on video.
GTS Warriors, go over to my channel and say that. I just want you to go over and comment on my channel. Yeah, I know, right? Right, Carlos Dustin's trying to acknowledge the chat, and we're just like blowing through it. He's trying to finally do his job.
Embrace the revolution. Nice one, Brad.
Revolution.
Hear what you did there. Different Brad, not Brad Noble.
Not a different Brad. Not the
thanks, Orlando. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Not wanted for homicide Brad from
Pretty much, Wes.
Wanted in Chicago for homicide.
Comment was from like an hour ago.
I'm almost to Wes's comment. I'm at 946.
Oh my god.
It's a busy night, man. We got 200. We've been approaching 300 people on the stream. It's a busy night in chat. Let's see.
Oh yeah, earlier I asked if anybody liked Sons of Anarchy. Nobody responded. I do. I got signed action figures.
Everybody.
I don't remember that ever happening.
Check it out. I got some signed action figures for my TV room. Sweet.
I'm just buying vintage Magic the Gathering. Screw all this
OB.
modern crap.
I mean, that's not a bad play right now. Even though One Piece is really taking off.
Ooh, I just won $600 on FanDuel. Let's go.
On
The hell,
what?
You better
Player
write that
props.
off.
On basketball?
Yeah, man. I'm up massive in the NBA season so far on sports betting. Like a ton.
Oh, how did everybody's fantasy football season end? Neo, are you in the playoffs?
I'm playing
Probably.
Ziggy this week in the
Yeah,
semifinals.
Yeah, you don't want to look at
Oh.
the chat.
So you won the first round one. So you snuck in because I remember you were on the bubble to get in. So you got in and you made it out of the first round.
Yeah, I beat what's his face.
I'm not gonna make it. I won this week in the consolation round, so I'm not going to be in the turd bowl or in the toilet bowl.
I beat Sports Card Lessons.
Okay.
Oh damn! When he undefeated all year?
No, that's
Pretty much.
Jason.
Oh no, that's Jason.
Jason.
That's Cards and Comics.
I mean, he had a good record. He was 10-4, but
I beat in that order. Straight Cheeks beats in that order. So Chris Soule
I got
might be in the
I thought
toilet bowl.
I thought I was gonna lose, and then I got 50 out of Amon St. Brown, and I came back.
Oh
and won.
god.
Damn, SGC plans don't even sell for more than raw. That's brutal if that's true.
That's brutal.
I pulled up the one the other day that I posted on social. A Cooper Flag base tops is going for like $400 to $500 in a PSA 10, and one sold in a tag 10 for $40.
Oh, I think I saw that post. Yeah, God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
and,
why
and hands over there saying people aren't going to grade with PSA. Good fucking luck, buddy.
Yes, goading. I
100%.
Damn.
have seen the Sons of Anarchy.
I said the ecosystem will grade with PSA. The regular
Ham,
people that
Ham
use it
just got
will not.
freaking blasted.
Oh. I can
I'm
take
throwing all the. I'm
got
pulling out
nutted.
all the stops this week.
Who blasted him?
Neo just blasted him. F-bombed him on this family show.
I love dolls.
it.
I don't have sponsors on this show. I can.
You can let loose here. This is where he's
You
partying.
got-
That's why he's not drinking.
My volume is up week over week, but I do have people holding stuff until off season. Okay.
My comment
All
was
right.
literally a week ago.
That's so true. ASMR people says the most interesting thing to a person is how they're doing in fantasy football. The least interesting thing to everybody else is how you're doing in fantasy football. I'll talk about my fantasy football teams at work so much, and then people try to talk to me about theirs, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I don't feel like hearing it. So he's absolutely right. They're probably thinking the same
Now
thing.
imagine doing a
You're
live
talking
stream
about
with like
mine.
500
Hey, Jeremy,
people.
how you
I
doing?
know.
Man,
At
so
least that's in
Simon,
the content creator league, so there's a little bit of drama there.
Actually, the fantasy football content creators put together a show. It's I don't know. There's a flock. It's called Flock Fantasy, but they put together almost like a reality show of their fantasy football league. All the 12 different content creators got together and made a league, and then they made a channel of that league, and they do all kinds of like B-roll and everything. It's almost like a reality show.
I
type
can
thing.
It's
It's
graph
actually
on concurrent-
entertaining. It's
My
funny.
graph on concurrent viewers on YouTube is literally going down.
Simon met his hero.
Jeff's in the semifinals too. On the other side of the bracket.
I'm
Did
sure
Filmington
everybody-
advance?
He lost to Jeff by 1 point.
Filmington did.
Yeah.
So we won't have a repeat.
I love how
champion.
Steve runs the league and
Nope.
he doesn't even know what's going on. This is
I
great.
know.
I haven't checked the
He
scores.
found out an hour ago that PSA bought Beckett.
No. Your guys'
2 hours
thumbnail
ago.
scroll through my YouTube.
It was hilarious the night that went up. Watching how quickly everyone was scrambling to get content up. It's like there was
Actually,
like
I
15
stopped.
people live.
I stopped on one
Oh,
of your
everybody
Neo's
went live.
Videos, Neo. Neo, I stopped on one of your videos and you were like, this week has been a godsend for content creators. This has been the best.
It's been the
month
easiest 2 months of
for
my life.
content creators. Yeah.
Easiest content ever.
So we're not going to talk about Probstein?
There was a fun back and forth on the lives because I scheduled mine for like 8 p.m. And then I saw Carlos was going to go live and he scheduled his for 7:45. So then I moved mine to 7:30. And then I saw Professor schedule one for 7:15. So then I just said F it and I just went live at 7.
You went live. Yeah, I know.
I saw
looked
you
and
go
you're
live.
Neo's
Yeah,
live.
I
It's
saw
like,
Neo
it's like
live. I was at work.
5:45.
I'm like, Neo's live.
Yeah. I missed all of those. It was way too much. It was overkill.
It was fantastic.
What are you talking about Probstein, Ham? Didn't that happen before last week?
Yeah, it was like 8 controversies.
I think we hit
in
that
there. Nobody
one
cares
last
about
live
that
stream.
anymore.
We hit that one last
Did
live
we?
stream.
Yeah, we probably did. Yeah.
Read to
Yeah,
the bottom.
all this PSA stuff is the best thing that could have happened to Probstein because it
Jeremy
got
was in
him
the
off
chat.
the radar.
Jeremy.
It got him.
Dustin will see that high from Jeremy Lee in about 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm. It's not a
yeah, I'll
secret
get
bet.
there. Look, guys, you want to savor. You have to savor these comments. All right, you got to just take your time. You don't need to rush
Oh,
it.
interesting.
You don't need to rush
Jimmy
it.
says PSA offers in the app now says PSA partnered offer.
Ooh.
So they were
There you
quick to
go.
change that language. I still think they should show who's buying card. I want to know if I'm selling at the Collector's Universe or not.
Why, so you could check it again?
What comment are we even on?
Yeah, so I need to note that, sir.
Oh man.
Actually,
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about that, Ham. I only get 10s when I send my cards in, so I don't have that problem.
True. That's
Dustin, you got another super chat to get to. Your man
do I?
David is hooking you up tonight. He wants to know if you're going to be in Dallas.
No.
Who cares?
Yeah, we can answer that for you. No.
No.
Yeah, I only went to Dallas in May of 2021. That's the first time I ever
That's
met
when I went.
That's the first time I ever met Steve in person was at that Dallas show, and that's the last one I've been to. So we're going on almost 5 years since I've been to a Dallas show. But
that's a good question.
I'm gonna try and go to one next year with Lou Rock. We were talking about.
I'm gonna go to West Coast Card Show. I'm gonna go to LA to Burbank and to West Coast Card Show.
Brad had a pretty decent question at 10:03, and I see Orlando. I can't sell any Tua cards because I don't have any.
I started booking hotels for next year, and it was crazy how quickly my calendar filled up.
Yeah, but you have your national hotel booked for 2028 and 2029 already.
No, but I'm saying like I booked the National, I booked Fanatics Fest, I booked Heroes Con,
Comic Con.
we did not book New York Comic Con yet, but I have that week blocked out. Like just like all of a sudden, like you're going somewhere every month.
Well, there you go. Wes has got new people. Okay, so that maybe that's kind of a buffer. Some people leave, more people come.
We talked about that 30 minutes ago when you were pulling.
Oh my God, Heck Tech at 10.
I'm not listening to half the stuff you guys are saying.
He says if they don't interact with comments,
it shows when you're
just
pulling
call
up
each other.
comments that we already
Hey, give us a call if you want your comment answered there, Heck Tech. Looks like Heck is
Dustin sandbags the comments on purpose so we get more super
Dustin doesn't eat salad.
One way to get very quick, like right to the top of the list, is if it's a super chat. I'm just going to put that out there. It just because it glows. It's in a color. It's glow, so it pops right out at me.
Even if we did nothing but take comments all night, one after another, you don't know what the screen looks like on this side with all the comments popping up.
Pet peeve: send in 2 cards, one a goat, better condition than a non-goat. The goat comes back in a lower grade. Okay.
It doesn't matter about pop. Half the people are resubmitting things and nothing's falling off the pop. So pop in the future for most things is just not going to be realistic unless it's a really determining number.
That would be a plot. That would be interesting in the future. You send a card in and you don't even pick a grading company or, you don't even pick a service, and then just pops up like, well, based on like the different grading criteria, it would be an SGC 9, it would be a PSA, whatever. And
yeah. Which slab do you want?
Which one do you want?
No, man,
that would
I would send cards every week just to make content off of that.
That would actually be kind of fun. Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, people would
how you make it entertaining.
Goating 365 at 1010 has a question for Dustin.
Nice, okay, Dustin.
All right, let me skip past 400. I gotta go.
I'll just read it to you. Dustin, are you sad that you went all in on Caitlin Clark and told the world how great of an investment it would be, and now her career is over?
Well, I never did that. I never said how great of an investment it would be. Pull the videos, pull the clip. And the reason I know is because I always preface every single video where I'm prospecting like that. I always say like, this is probably a horrible idea. So people like to kind of reword and kind of revisionist history stuff. But the thing with Caitlin Clark is like the one thing that could go wrong went wrong, and it was that she was injured the entire season. So like for any athlete that's playing, that's kind of the risk that you run. Just the way that it goes sometimes. Orlando,
I don't know.
I'm only 15 minutes.
Wasn't there some Michael Jordan
when Orlando's
talk in
throwing
her?
shade on you, you screwed up.
I know Orlando's nice to everybody. When he must have had a long day. Your schedule is so interesting. I'm picking up some sarcasm from Samuel Lawrence Collectibles.
It's about as interesting as fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of questions on what shows I'm going to.
As he savors every bite of salad.
Hold on a second. Mott's 9176. I think I know him under a different viewer name because the avatar, the picture,
97126.
it's given me different names for people tonight. It's not like it's just like their old.
They
YouTube
changed
handle.
something. It's been weird for a couple of weeks now.
I clicked a scramble button on the on all the names.
No, his avatar looks
Chat
familiar.
roulette.
With
You don't know
somebody
who
that's been in chat
the question's coming from.
It's a different name than normal.
If they don't interact with comments, can they just call each other and not stream? That's what I'm doing, Hectic. If you're talking about me, that's what I'm interacting here. I'm interacting.
If you think this is bad, you should see the group text thread we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shit
we're not supposed to talk at all. We're just supposed to like answer comments all night. That was my old live stream format, man. That's over with. Those days are past. I tell you,
I'd fall off my chair if I saw Steve go solo live on the
if Heck Tech, I might do that just so you fall out of a chair.
And look, there's Jeremy's thing. That was like what 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, about 10 minutes. I'm going backwards.
I like Stadium Club Chrome cards. I mean, I think it's one of the better visual products on the market each year by far.
I'm still
All right,
waiting for
guys.
WWE.
Are
Stadium.
your wives getting you?
Oh my! I get it on my app at least. So I guess I get to look at it a little bit.
Are your wives getting you any cards for Christmas? That's a
how am I supposed to know what I'm getting for Christmas?
Maybe you asked, and you always get what you ask for.
Nope. I pretty much own everything I need.
Yeah, I couldn't either. Like, actually, my wife asked me at dinner last night. She was like, all the stuff that you buy, like for your collecting, I have no idea, like, what to get you for Christmas. And I have no idea, like, what to buy. Like, the right thing. You got to buy the right thing. And I'm like, yeah, you don't get into it because you don't know the right grading companies and the right authenticators and things. Because she knows that I've been buying the autographed Funko Pops and stuff. And I'm like, no, you can't just buy an autographed Funko Pop of somebody I like. It's got to be like authenticated by these.
She can always ask one companies.
Of us. You guys would probably give her bad information too. So it's kind of like.
What? We're gonna like Steve really wants this SpongeBob card.
We just all caught a stray on that one.
But yeah, I was like, just get me some cologne or something.
Some cologne.
Yeah, I feel like I'm already buying enough. Like I've already bought.
That's a good comment, Dan's vintage PC. I see that comment, Dan. I want to acknowledge it because Dustin won't get to it for an hour.
Oh no, I just skipped all the way ahead to the front. So yeah, I'm at the front of the line here. Vintage Dan in the house. I'm waiting for a hobby story so compelling that it makes Neo look into the camera. Sniped.
That hurts. Look away.
Oh, would you want to do that to us?
Always looking to the
Problem
side.
is that my monitor is here and my camera is here.
Neo's
So
always always side eyeing the live stream.
And this is my better side.
So you say. We never see the other one. Who gets to compare?
When I do interviews, I do them like this. Go watch any of my like real. When I'm doing a serious interview, I'm like,
No,
this.
I agree. You stand still.
I'm just bullshitting with you.
Oh, really?
Side
I can't really see it, but
When he's kissing them corporate buns.
Neo has a wandering.
Yeah, I gotta be dead on to pucker up.
That right eye wanders sometimes, so that's why it looks like he's looking this way, but really he's looking right at you. Sometimes that right eye will wander a little bit.
I also have 3 monitors and an iPad in front of me, so there's a lot going on right now around me.
You have like this full blown
like radiation.
There's like a dozen screens, like a casino or
I
something.
do. I have a monitor here, a monitor here, a monitor here, and then my iPad is down here with tabs on.
Brad, this is a different Brad. It says always ask for supplies. And on that cue, does somebody have a sponsor they can talk about?
Well, clear out for Dustin.
I got plenty of promo codes. Friends. What do you need? Card capsule or BCW?
We'd be another 30 minutes behind if Dustin.
I know.
Neo's got a penny. I'm sure Neo's got a penny sleeve code.
I
need a slab mag.
I'm not anymore.
I'll send you a slab mag. I got a lot of slab mags.
Yes.
You know what my plan is,
time.
Wes? Actually, I told my wife. I haven't talked to her in a while, but this was like a couple of years ago. I was like, if shit hits the fan and you need to like figure out what to do with my stuff, call Steve.
Yeah,
Steve does not lose
me
money.
this.
Steve will like make money on it. One way or the other, he'll figure it out.
I remember when you either called or texted me. You were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I told my wife if anything ever happened to me and I needed help with my collection, to just give you a call."
Yeah, Steve will take care of it. But I also told her recently, I was like, just run it at auction on eBay and it'll be fine. Like you'll get money for it. It's fine.
As long as you list it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should be one of those things in a video where it's like, look at this deal I got on eBay. This crazy person forgot to put like all these things in the title.
Keon Bain, green with yellow stripes. I think those stripes are supposed to be white. I might be wrong. 86 Tops football.
USFL card is the rookie. But I like the 86 Tops better.
But I think 86 Tops is green with white stripes.
I haven't given my wife specific instructions, but I did tell her just don't blindly sell stuff. Like,
if the stripes are yellow, that's not graded a 9. Because I bought the Jerry Rice PSA 9 at the National this year.
I still haven't seen another 9 at any of the shows. I'm always looking just to see.
That's why I bought it. I didn't see any more.
Yeah. No, I mean, when I'm at the shows here, I've been looking for them. 8s is the highest I've seen. Yeah, those are just tough grades. They've always been off center. They always chip, and you can easily tell when it's off center. Not like it looks okay. No, it sticks out really bad. Everybody's looking down with me.
Yeah, I got 2 more.
What?
Funko Pops in the mail today. I got
Little Mermaid.
David. This is the Lost Boys. Kiefer Sutherland.
Nice. Man, you've been going hard on the Funko Pops.
He likes them. They're fun.
And I got
Mama Said. We made fun cards.
And I got a Bobby Boucher signed by Adam Sandler.
Autograph is that from? I expect more from Adam Sandler with his signature.
Cavs suck.
Cavs.
And in the future, does that label say PSA versus Beckett?
It might say both.
You're right.
It might say
it might just say collectors.
See you later.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually the real story that Wes just kind of called out. If the wife goes first, then we all turn into like massive hoarders, and we're on the show hoard, like we're on the hoarders show. That's probably
it's
what
like
happens.
Opposite of like being a cat lady.
Not far.
Just like stacks of 86 tops everywhere.
Basically, yeah.
It's like that shelf behind him, but in your whole house.
Somebody asked me to show my rice.
Get one blade. Show your rice. Where's your rice at?
Steve's entire.
I think it's in my. I think it's downstairs in a box.
Here, Lord. Well, you don't need to go downstairs to get it.
I'll go check it out. I'll be right
Dustin will be in a nursing home on the floor.
Let me hop on the Segway and head across the house. I'll be right back.
All right.
They're like, what's wrong? Oh, look, Dad's playing with his toys again.
Does Steve get hurt going downstairs and
I'll have like Windex, and I'll be like wiping the outside of the acrylic case, and the kids are like, "What the hell is Dad doing with like this giant Castle Grayskull that's in a box in an acrylic case, just cleaning it every day?" What?
Or they're like ripping it out of your hands to sell it.
Yeah,
and you're like, no, not my Grayskull.
Blue show.
That's why you keep the will. You keep the will really locked down until the end. Then it's like, then you find out who's on your side and who's not. Then you say,
so
hey,
they
look,
get medical power of attorney and you're senile or something.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's no fail safe with this stuff. It's, you have to trust a little bit. I've got 4 kids, so I just got to pick the one that is most trustworthy. We'll go from there.
Do you think we're at the top value wise of the hobby right now?
God, that's such like a general question, Ham.
No, it's not. What's been going up?
New product pricing is going to keep going up, I think, incrementally.
Okay. And at what point does that start to damage the market?
Until people stop paying for it. Until people stop.
But how does a company stop staying in business when they have no choice? That's why I keep saying the ecosystem's the problem right now.
Well, I think
there's no fair market.
I mean, look at how many people are still like selling. I mean, these brakes are selling. I mean, look, the second that the brakes
I agree with it. Yeah.
But the second that they're not selling, then it's like, I mean, there was a point when there was, it wasn't as big. So, I mean, like if it goes back to where people are like, you know what, I just don't want to do this anymore. And the demand for braking is a lot lower. I don't know.
Agree. Man, I almost fell on my ass. It's a good thing.
What did I tell y'all?
I went to sit down in this chair, and the thing rolled backwards as I was about to sit down in it. I like half cheeked it and almost
fell out of your chair. What did you go downstairs for?
To grab my PC.
Jerry Rice.
This is my personal collection. Somebody wanted me to show the Jerry Rice. See, I keep all my stuff in this one room, like all my collectibles and everything, except my PC stays in my actual bedroom in the closet.
It's like move the piece of the wall to open it up, pull it out next to the vault.
There it is. I can
That's
tell by the
plenty
green slab mag it's in.
Dun, 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 dun.
There.
Did I give you that one? Oh,
There's
did you
the,
buy a
There's
green
the
one?
Jerry Rice.
He bought a green one while we were there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Color match.
Yeah, I like that one.
So someone asked to see it. There it is. Give me reason. to
New,
look at
is
it.
that a
Was that
new
a 9 or
cert
an 8?
too?
Yeah, it's a new.
It's a newer cert, yeah.
Wow, a newer cert.
That might be the last 9 graded, to be honest with you.
The other banger I bought is in an SGC case at the National this year. The Walter Payton 8.5. That card's clean.
Yeah.
Classic SGC.
Love that card.
Yep. And then the rest of my PC stuff.
So
I have a card coming in the mail tomorrow that I bought, a triple autograph for my PC, and that thing is sweet.
Non-sport or sport?
Non-sport.
Wrestling.
Is it non-sport from a sports set?
No.
Is it wrestling?
It's not the Al Pacino. It's not the Al Pacino.
Okay.
Al Pacino's have been somewhat affordable, though. It's not wrestling. It's a pop
Star
culture
Wars?
card. It's not Star Wars.
I'll just wait to see it in a text thread.
I'll show you guys in my next video.
Oh God.
Jesus. 2026.
That'll be the one. It'll be
July.
next year's national giveaway is going to be fairly easy to win because
Look,
Steve's going to have like 2 videos.
I have enough purchases since July to do like enough content for 2026. Like if I spaced it out
5
into like
videos,
3 items per video to show 3 new purchases per
I mean,
video,
how much is enough? How much is enough content?
and
5
put some
videos
B-roll
per
in
year?
there. No, put some B-roll in there. Man, I could get a lot. I could stretch these purchases a long ways.
yeah, the retail cost has gotten out of control. I agree. Yeah, a mega box should not cost $100.
A bunch of men collecting and drooling over. I'm not.
You gonna try to buy NBA on?
Not yet.
I buy kiss cards of women in thong bikinis, buddy. So
Are you gonna try to buy basketball tomorrow, Ham?
nope.
Jimmy 81.
Why? I'd rather be in a break than try and buy that.
I collect the 13 David Snyder, the Fleer Retro 2013 stuff. I like the autos, not the PMGs, but the like the insert autos. I collect those.
I have a bunch of PMGs, but just of Ghost Spider, just Spider-Gwen. I go more for the character than the year.
So Rob, how are they doing the boxes tomorrow? The Dutch auction.
I think it's just a regular, like they're gonna go up and click the button.
Okay. What are the
I
prices?
look forward to my Tops's dumb video for Friday. I'm sure it'll be on a team for me. When either the website breaks, they get botted instantly, and everyone's pissed off.
Yep.
When they sell 12 boxes online and call it a huge sellout.
Yeah.
We sold out in 1 second. Well, yeah, you didn't put any damn product on the thing.
That was the one pallet we were
I already
selling.
got the disaster sold out fire emoji.
You've got 5 different thumbnails to pick from.
Yeah, I could just pick one. I just swap the box art out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Last 3 things we sold on
What's
eBay.
what's a Chrome Jumbo going for?
$700. Retail or on secondary market?
Well, on retail, what you can hopefully buy it at.
$699.
That's 3 autos.
Yeah.
I'm
Enjoy your
assuming them.
Terry Rozier,
Yep.
Jalen Tyson, and I don't know.
Yeah,
who else.
I'd rather be in a case break for a couple $100 for a team, and instead of take a box. Your odds are better, I think, in a break.
If I couldn't make content out of it, I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah. So it's gotten out of hand to where it's just, I don't. It's hardly ever affordable. It's hardly ever valuable. Like you're gonna get anything out of it, even because of just the players, and the amount of trash that they put in it with the autos. Just go out of their way to get shitty autos, and then everything's a sticker, so that's not great. I'm looking. Listen, I like a lot of the product that comes out because I get to see new stuff, especially with basketball. next year football. I want to see what they do. I want to see if they pay homage to previous designs in some sets, or maybe some inserts that are homage to pay that homage. I think that would be great. But will they do it? I don't really know. Or do they try to come out with some new thing to make it the new Kaboom that looks stupid because they put a special hollow foil behind it? You know, like what they did with Kabooms this year was horrible, turning people into a shitty cartoon.
An underrated product. I'm just going to throw this out there, and it's just because of my nostalgia. Is the Score football? And I'm not saying because it's like going to be worth more. You know, it's like just from a collecting standpoint, that they have like that 89 Score throwback. You know, design. I love that when they bring that out.
Well, it's funny that they brought up we brought up Phoenix earlier today. The Phoenix card design actually is pretty good this year, especially
Phoenix
the inserts.
is often a decent looking product. It's
I like the Genie inserts. I like the ones that are the Phoenix with the wings behind the player, very much similar to the Kobe card that what's his name?
The CJ Stroud Anthony Richardson rookie year. I killed on buying raw Phoenix singles and flipping with PSA 10.
It's an attractive set. They did a good job.
That's why that one kind of like popped in my head when I was asking.
Mecca Ibuka still doesn't have autographs in any pro product, so that's a problem. I'm not really sure why. If there's just no agreement with him, or what. Bowman U was the only thing, unless he's relegated to tops only, which I won't see an autograph at that point until late next year. Potentially no rookies. So basically, his rookie auto would be the Bowman U, and then the next auto would be a full year after he's been in the league.
You need to chase his black finite 1/1 will be out in January, Ham, for Prism.
Dude, that thing's gonna be like 10K.
It's gonna be.
I have Devin Coff's 1/1s. I have all of those. He just scored a touchdown last week, so that was cool.
Yeah, Keon mentioned that. I like the All Kings too. That All King insert is a cool card.
I think they're cool. I think they're way overhyped for what they are. Same thing with the mangas. Like a manga should not be $10,000-$20,000.
Mangas are
hard. Manga.
Yeah, mangas are horrendous looking. Horrendous.
No, a couple of them are cool. Well, what's the ones they just came out with
comic book character athlete cards? It's just dumb.
What's the one Topps just did? The Aaron Judge looks really cool. Where there's Ego.
It's like a copy.
Yeah, what is it called? Alter Ego is what it's called. Love that idea.
I thought the Shohei one is pretty cool, but
yeah, those are cool.
The price though is like holy smokes.
The price doesn't make sense, but it is a case hit for like a true palette of case hit.
Is that a different form of cool? Because it's spelled with a K. That's like Kool-Aid.
He smokes Cools. So.
Yeah, it's like Cools, cigarettes, Kool-Aid. I mean, that's a different
alter egos. Yeah,
those are cool. I do like them.
Yeah, Orlando, the vintage collector. Well, Orlando, do you collect modern too? I don't remember, but yeah, you're probably thinking like mangas. Not for me. I'm guessing if I'm
the one out of Prism of Tim Tebow is actually pretty cool. It's him kneeling in that traditional pose. I could see why that's a desirable card. Not at the thousands of dollars somebody's paying for it, but I do think it's a desirable card.
How drastic is Mahomes dip going to be? I think it's going to be pretty drastic.
Did you come to Longwood?
No.
Well, you're going to make it a trip with the Philadelphia show if you did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I couldn't make it and ended up working out because there was a pretty big snowstorm that came across Ohio and PA that weekend. So it would have been a nightmare getting home.
Speaking of, I'm trying to get some warm weather in my life in January. Ham, you live in Tampa.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do some fishing, man. I mean, you can just kind of
don't come down here with no damn cold front like you did last time. I got fish in the fog.
You can come watch me catch fish.
I'm going to take you to Bass Pro Shop and just tell you to fish in the tank.
Is that how you catch them?
Bass Pro Shop. Those are great stories.
Yeah, when you get bored, you want to make sure your lure works. You got to test it out, right? I got a tank for you.
Yeah, Bass Pro. I just like walk. I'm not a huge fisherman, but I just like those stores, man.
It is. You're right. It's fun to walk around that store. There's so much shit going on.
That brings up a good point. So 2 weeks from now is New Year's Eve, which is not going to work. I'm driving back from Florida the day before that on the 30th. So I was thinking maybe we could try to pull it off, Ham, where I'm on the stream, but I don't know if it's going to work out from a timing
So
standpoint.
what are we doing the week after New Year's for the next
I
one?
think we might do that. Yeah, maybe
Holiday
skip.
break.
Yeah, just do a little holiday break. Come back after the first refreshed.
Little 2026 look ahead.
Yeah,
See who's fucked up over the last 3 weeks.
There'll be 18 big hobby stories. Between
Exactly.
So you think things would chill out over the holidays, and PSA's got to come
No.
out top rope and buy Beckett.
What pass should people buy for the national? I guess that depends on the individual and your budget.
A regular 5-day, unless you're planning.
I mean, if you win a free trip to the national, you get a 5-day VIP, or sometimes you even get a
vendor type pass,
a vendor badge.
That would involve you actually having to post the video.
Hey, man,
he just has to give away a giveaway. Doesn't mean to be a video. Does he get to draw names out of a hat for the win?
In fact, people don't have to suffer through my content, and they can still win a.
Everybody likes to see Daisy.
I want to make them suffer. I tried to get her to come upstairs and do a little cameo appearance because people haven't seen Daisy in a while. But today was actually nice here in the 302. When was the last time I said that? Anyway, it was like 50, which right now is nice because it's been 20. And so, of course, it was 50 degrees. I had to take the dingus on the beach. So she's tired. Yeah. She ran up and down. There was nobody on the beach. It was you couldn't see anybody in any direction. It was amazing.
Our beaches are still packed.
Well, you live in Tampa. It's warm.
Yeah. Well, right now the water's warmer than the air half the time. So, because at night we're in like the 50s and then we're in mid 70s during the day. I think Mahomes stuff, people are just going to hold it. And I don't think the dip's going to be that big. And, is he just going to come back and then tear it up? They're going to get a chance to rebuild that team a little bit next year.
Bush Leaguer's asking the important questions.
I can't even answer that question, honestly.
Let's see. I was next to a strip club 2 days ago.
For Hambone was like last night. Dale Mabry. You were down on Dale Mabry.
I was next to.
It's been 20 years for me.
Well, you've got some prolific clubs down there on Dale Mabry between what is it, Odyssey and Mons Venus?
Mons Venus. Well, Odyssey is better than Mons Venus now. So Mons Venus is kind of taking a hit, even though it's across the street. But next to Odyssey,
Ham's like, I had the lunch buffet today. What do you want to know?
I could totally see you, Ham.
That's at the Penthouse Club, by the way.
Dude, I could totally see you as like a side gig, being like the promo guy. You're the guy that hands out like, hey, get in for free, free drink at the event or whatever. I could totally see that.
No.
Sports Mike 2, quick answer to your question is yes, and agree with Jimmy B. Cards, who comes in not long after your question.
Yeah.
People aren't going to sell homes at a discount.
They're not going to panic sell. Some people will. Some people will.
You won't see him.
He's not a prospect. He's not a prospect.
Yeah.
He's not a prospect. He's an established. He's a future Hall of Famer already. He got retired tomorrow and he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But I think he comes back and wins again. I do. I think they're going to rebuild it. They know what they need.
Yeah, he's going to win somewhere. The Chiefs weren't that bad of a team this year. They lost a lot of close games.
They had
the thing
a lot
about
of
the Chiefs is we're so used to them being dominant that when they struggle a little bit, it's like, oh my God, what's wrong with the Chiefs?
I don't know that Mahomes' legacy is cemented because he has 3 Super Bowls. Don't get me wrong, but he's priced like he has 6.
Brady's priced like he has 27.
Yeah, I don't. His legacy, or
coming.
I know. I just did it. I know.
I love it, man. Ham always flying in.
Now, somebody earlier was asking Super Bowl predictions, since that's right around the corner. I mean, right now, I'm assuming I'm going to go with the Rams and the Bills.
I'm going to say
I have going.
I'm going to say Rams and Broncos.
Yeah, that would be I think the AFC is Bills Broncos. It's one of those two. I don't think the Patriots have enough to get by one of those two teams when they have no choice. Sean Payton's done such a good job with the Broncos, and I think Bo Nix is still a little bit underrated, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we're so happy for them, Sean Payton.
The NFC, I just don't really see anybody getting past the Rams right now. Everybody else is kind of falling apart, to be honest with you. The Bucs, we're not showing shit.
The Seahawks can beat the Rams. Could be. It wouldn't be a surprise.
Well, they won't get any home. If the Seahawks are not in Seattle, I don't see them winning, and they're not going to have home field advantage because they're going to be in a wild card position.
And
Kelsey definitely retiring 100%.
The Lions could put it together. I don't see the Bears being an actual competitive playoff team like great during the regular season, but when they get to
too
the
young.
playoffs and they turn it up, just
I
too
don't
young.
see. I don't think Caleb Williams is going to go deep into the playoffs this year. I don't see it.
Well, he has less than barely a 50% completion rating as it is. So they're not winning because of him.
His team is carrying him for sure.
I think
in the playoffs,
I think
you
could
have
say
to
a
have
lot
good quarterback play.
I think you say that about Denver too. Bo Nix has had some good games, but he's
true
this year too.
He had some playoff, but last year he had a little. They had kind of a little bit of a run.
I wouldn't be surprised if Houston surprises some people, man. That defense is lights out in Houston.
And it is really good. I just don't think they have enough.
Yeah, it's kind of tough, but I mean,
defense wins titles, yo.
I mean, I don't know. Like when you start talking about some of the high-powered offenses that they would have to face in the playoffs, and you talk about teams like the Bills, they spanked the Bills. They completely dismantled that offense on national television a couple weeks ago. So it's like,
and they'd be playing with nothing to lose because people, expectations would be fairly low. They're probably coming in as like the 5 or the 6 or whatever. They're not like a 1 or 2 seed.
I do like somebody made an Eagles statement. I'm not really an Eagles fan, but
that team's falling apart anyway.
They do, but the good teams and the people that have been there before kind of figure it out when they need to.
I think they have something going on internally with that team, unfortunately.
We have another super chat, Dustin.
Yeah, it's another question for Neo.
Neo.
The PSA cross-graded tag slab.
Cross-grade tag slabs, but if you want to, you basically have to crack the cross. They're not gonna. The percentage of actual crossovers in the slab is like ridiculously low.
We went over this earlier. Learn from my mistakes.
Yeah, you got to crack them.
All right, vintage collection he's purchasing so basically he's asking, which we can't see the future, obviously. Is SGC totally shuttered? The slabs will keep value in a few years. I mean, the grading is respected there at SGC. Now, if they shut it all down, who knows? I don't know. I just don't see that happening, but I don't know. I feel like they would keep SGC open, just even if it's 20,000 cards a month and it fits that need. I feel like they would keep it open. I don't see why they wouldn't.
I think the reputation on stuff that they already graded will stand strong. I don't think all of a sudden
they have some of the highest selling cards ever.
Them and Beckett do really.
And I mean, and it's a long shot, but I mean, there could come a time when people will pay you a premium for that.
Yeah.
There might be some people out there that are like, I only want my vintage in an SGC slab, and if I can't get it anymore, then I got to pay a premium for what already exists.
Yeah, you already have those rare guys that want like a 10 or a PSA 10.
Right now, I said someday.
It's also so cheap to grade with SGC too, but like you're not really risking a whole lot there. You could always, just because it's in an SGC slab doesn't mean it's locked in there for life. Like you could always.
Yeah, if that's what you want and you want to enjoy it, just do that. If you want to sell it later and you figure out that it's better to grade with at that time,
if the value's tank, then just send it to whatever company.
If I'm going to resell a card to try and make money, I'm going to send it to PSA too.
Okay, there was
no, Ham. You said earlier in the stream, no one's sending the PSA anymore.
No, I said no.
You're never using them again. They're too expensive. Their label sucks.
Yep. You're all right. You're checking the boxes.
There was a statement / question earlier about talking about Mahomes and his legacy, but how his value sustain when he's no longer an active player. It's the general same rule of thumb that applies to anybody else. You
just got Brady. I saw the Brady comment.
He said Mahomes.
Mahomes.
You got to keep yourself relevant somehow. Like Brady remains relevant because he's actually a bigger piece of the hobby probably now than he was when he was a player.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's got stores and stuff, and also he's on television. He's still like a folk hero. He's like Tom Brady, the GOAT.
Brady's busy taking away all the allocation from the other breakers.
Hard vault, baby.
The Mannings keep themselves popular. Like
who doesn't get told no when they call and say they need more Topps Chrome basketball? TB12.
Tom Brady.
That's right. Allocation granted.
So it just all depends on what Mahomes' career was like after he retires, which is still a long ways from now. But does he go into broadcasting? Does he go into television? Does he become a movie star like The Rock? I don't know. Just something like Jim Brown. He can. But you got to stay relevant, or only people.
Well,
that
that
sell
and
the
that
flag
and
will
what
take
what
it
is I mean, outside of the commercials, which he does a good job with, what does character outside of that? You know, is he personable? Can
He seems to be a
things and,
likable enough person, right? I don't know. I've never met him.
But we've only
but I
seen I
mean-
only see him in commercials and
Right.
then doing a weird interview out of breath on the sideline.
Yeah, that's kind of like all we ever see of the athletes, right? I don't think none of us are hanging
Well, I mean,
out
like
with
for
their
instance,
The
the
exception-
transition that a Peyton Manning made, or even a Tom Brady's made, can he make that transition?
The exception to that rule is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is a hermit, you know, and I mean,
Isn't he on the NBA show now?
no, he did a little interview,
He
but
is
I
for
mean,
like 5 minutes once a month.
Yeah, but his shoes and clothing line kept him
yeah,
mainstream.
his brands are always
Yeah, his
relevant,
brands,
but
like-
he himself, he's not out there, and he lives nearby. I mean, he comes to UNC games here, and then he's right down the road in Charlotte. Granted, he's got multiple homes.
I
but-
wouldn't be surprised if there's kids out there wearing Jordan sneakers that don't even know that he was a 6-time NBA champion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They all know he's a basketball player. That might be the extent of it.
Yeah, his Jumpman brand is forever.
Yeah, what I was referred to earlier is at 10:38 Sports Mike too said Brady Market went off this year, and he's been retired a couple of years.
I almost think, but
I mean,
here's
all-
the problem,
all the
though.
goats kinda
I
went
think
up
Brady.
this year.
I think Brady is a little. I think it's going to become too saturated, though. You know, his post career autos. Look, Topps is going to lean on him to sell these products. There's going to be some huge Brady whatever in every single one of these Topps products. That's how they're going to sell it out.
Well, he's getting ready to rip a box of the playoff absolute where you can get his autograph rookie ticket. He's going to be chasing his own autograph. He'll
hit it.
$250,000 to $250,000 box. So it might be scanned already.
They're going to
So
CT scan them boxes.
How many boxes
Make sure
did
he
they
hits
CT
that.
scan before they set up that break?
I know,
they
right?
probably bought a case.
If he opens that, if he opens his own card out of they'll give him like 3 boxes, and it's like, oh my god, I pulled it out. Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
man.
especially if he pulls one number to 100.
I had that card in my hand in the card shop the year that it came out for $12 and put it back because they said it was too expensive.
Oopsie.
I would stick with playing days Brady stuff. Just some unsolicited, you know, just like for me, if I was going to buy Tom Brady stuff, I would not buy anything that is post career. Nothing.
No, I would buy pretty much everything 2010 and earlier. Unless you want Bucks card because you're a Bucks fan. That'd be the only reason you would really do that.
All right, boys, we are at an hour 42, running long. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to wrap. I'm getting tired. Why don't we go ahead and call it? So we'll take a week off. We'll be back like January 3rd or 4th or something like that. It'll be something like that. So we will be back in about 3 weeks. We'll have all of our Christmas presents. We can share all the Christmas presents we got from our wives that they got us, all the cards that they bought us in our stockings.
Will that be the 8th?
No, it's before that, right? Because we were
It's the following Wednesday.
The
I think it's like
31st is a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be the following Wednesday.
So it'd be like the 8th. 7:30.
7th. Yeah. 7th. Okay.
Yep.
January 7th. We'll be back to you in 2026. Wow. God, that feels like a long way away. 3 weeks.
Oh, you'll see me before that. Just won't be in the group.
I hope they 10x Orlando. I hope that Breeze cards go absolutely nuts.
I wish they
I'm
would.
trying to book this fishing trip to Tampa, man. I'm trying to get a trip. Ain't nobody trying to do anything.
Well, let me know roughly when you're coming so it doesn't cross over or anything. I mean, I have a shit ton of work that we're gonna have going on in January, but
yeah, I'll let you know.
I fit you in.
And Ham, I'll actually not ask you to take me fishing and all that. I'm just gonna like pop in. Maybe we can go see Brian or something.
Okay, yeah, just let me know when you're down here. No. Well, I'm bringing 2 rods. We're gonna fish it, even if it's in a freaking puddle of water on the side.
My dad's a huge fisherman, so
don't worry,
on that.
Don't worry.
I gotta get you into a fish, even if it's like a minnow.
Yeah, Ham can catch the bait. That's
hey, that's how you catch the big boys. You got to catch the bait first.
Ham will get you some live shrimp to use out there.
Are you afraid to touch the live shrimp in the bucket?
Live shrimp
they
usually
breaded?
works pretty well. Are they breaded? The live shrimp usually works pretty well. All right, guys. We will see you all in 2026. Have an amazing night.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.